What's going down, people of YouTube? You've got your boy SingleTap here, and I was just looking out the door, and we're on the third part of my Starcraft 2 brutal walkthrough, and we're playing on the mission 0 Hour, where you have to defend your base from a Zerg attack until your whole army gets here and saves the day and takes you away. So that's basically what we're doing. We're holding out an outpost, and we're dealing with Zerg attacks. I'm going to spend the first 5 minutes explaining what to do, and then I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes basically talking about other things, talking about some news and so on and so forth. First thing you might notice is I'm on 1280 by 720 now. I don't know if that's going to look better, but that's the YouTube favored resolution for something that's going to be this large, so I'm hoping it's going to look better, but we'll see about that. But the first thing you want to do in this mission, a lot of you guys shouldn't be having a hard time if you're playing on brutal, but just continue to micro your SCVs into the mineral field. Like, always have an SCV building, and always have Marines and medevacs building, and besides that, don't let a Baneling get in and squash your units, and you should be fine. That's basically the only thing that can happen. They're not going to really bombard your base until way later on. Don't try building all bunkers and stuff. Don't even bother building bunkers. I think I do it once. You do want to build some turrets around your base to make sure mutalisks don't sneak in and make you, have to draw your whole army back, because Zerglings sure won't do anything, but mutalisks will. They'll spit on your guys, and you don't want anyone spitting on your Marines or your SCVs, because it makes them cranky, and that's not good. So every time they want you to get these refugees, you don't really have to do it, but I like doing it. I think there's a challenge for it, achievement. So you can go ahead and do that. It's really not that tough. They're all relatively close to your location, to your outpost. So whenever you hear their little cry, just be like, yeah, I'll go. I don't know if you've noticed, but I do have this on about 2 times speed. A little bit less than that, because I don't really feel like talking for 20 minutes. This is a 20-minute mission. You want to just hold your base for 20 minutes. And I'd rather talk for 10. That way I can tell you everything and get out of here. Get out of your hair. That way you guys know what to do, and you can go in and do it yourself. You always want to have a medevac for every 3 Marines. I would say that's about the ratio. That way your Marines can protect your medevac pretty well, and your medevac will pretty much defend anyone, or keep anyone who's alive that's getting attacked. So, as you can see, first I'm getting all my Marines before I get medevacs, just because you want to have some strong defense in case if you actually do get bombarded by something like mutalisks. And then I'll start concentrating on medics to keep them alive. And you really shouldn't even have to build any more barracks if you don't want to. I do later just to make a wall, which I'll show you, but I don't really do that. And it's all simple microing and micromanagement and macro management, more macro than micro. Since you're only using one Marine or one unit, which is the Marine, and you're only fighting like 2 Zerg units or 3 Zerg units, you don't have to be very good at microing either. It's all about continuing to get resources, and continuing to get as many soldiers as you can, and continuing to pick up these refugees, because they really help you out, and you usually only have to fight like 1 or 2 enemies. Here you see I fight like a little bombardment. I think they were getting ready to bombard the base anyways, but I really didn't lose anyone, and I get to come in here and get a whole medevac and three soldiers. It's a good deal. Plus I get enough minerals and gas to make like 4 more. Also, you gotta concentrate on making supply depots. I tend to forget about that. As you see, I'm being really messy right now. I'm just throwing my SCVs around my base, making them, but it's all good. It's an early mission. Yeah, keep the turrets coming. You always want some turrets. As I said, mutalisks will spit on you. And I don't like mutalisks spitting. If you want to, you can go ahead and upgrade your Marines and medevacs. That'll really help you or medevac. I keep saying medevacs. Medics, they'll really help you for when you want to go out and hunt down your refugees and so on and so forth. Whenever you want to go do any exploring at all, it's really going to help you if you have those upgrades. Besides that, if you're really just planning on turtling the whole game, you can do that and not get the upgrades. Just get 200, Marines, and you'll be fine. As you saw a second ago, I was on Steam. I like to play Steam or talk to people on Steam while I play Starcraft because a lot of my friends don't have it. So I'll try to remember before I start doing walkthroughs to get off of Steam, but so far I haven't succeeded in that. But I don't think you guys care. If you care, you can let me know, but I won't believe you, so I guess it really doesn't matter. As you can see, I'm starting my wall. Basically, and yeah, I'm going to attack by mutalisks on both sides. That's why I built the turrets, so that wasn't a big deal. But at the very end of the past 3 minutes, when everyone's bombarding you, you basically want to have a wall right there, right where all my Marines are, and medics. That way they can't really get in, and you can just kind of hold them off. The only guys that'll get in are the mutalisks, but you know those turrets will hold them back just fine. They don't really send too many of them. So, yep, pretty easy mission. Just follow this, and you'll be fine. And besides that, I want to talk about back to my rig, and I wanted to talk about freaking surround sound because I just heard that for the first time the other day. I went to my friend's house. His name's Mike, and he's like my dad's girlfriend's daughter's boyfriend, and he's really cool. He's like 22 or something like that, and he has surround sound in his room, and it's not a very large room. So we were playing Starcraft with surround sound and Left 4 Dead 2, and we watched a part of a movie with it and Black Ops. And surround sound's freaking crazy. It was like on 5 out of 20 bars, and they were wireless speakers, and I could feel my whole body shaking. It was like being in a movie. I've not experienced that for a long time. I'm not a big fan of going to the movies. I only go if I'm going with friends. I don't like going by myself or with family, just because I have a weird issue. I'll get distracted very easily by other people. So if I'm trying to concentrate on the movie, I have a hard time and I get frustrated because if I hear someone even whisper, I can't concentrate on the movie. I focus completely and totally on the person who's talking, and I can't really help it. It's I guess a form of ADD, which I think is stupid, but that's a rant for another day. Like ADD, all those disorders are stupid. No one's brain is normal. So how are you gonna, how are you gonna say people have all these disorders? I don't know. But that's another topic for another day. As you can see, I've started building my wall here at the 6-minute mark. Around there, you want to start building your wall. That way, none of them can really get in, and you can just turtle the rest of the mission away. But back to what I was saying, I'm going to get some surround sound, and it's going to be beautiful. But he also overclocked my GPU and CPU. He brought my AMD processor from 3.2 to 3.6 because that was a default profile that I could access through the computer. I didn't have to actually do any coding or anything like that or figure it out. I just clicked on that profile and it was good. So my computer's running substantially better, along with the upgraded GPU, which we just upgraded probably by 10%, which is pretty good upgrade, I would say. I've definitely seen a difference. And I also defragged the computer, which basically takes all the files and fixes them and puts them in the right locations. That way they're easily found. So everything on my computer is running a lot better, and if you haven't defragged your computer, look it up. It's worth doing. It'll only take like you can do it overnight, like go to sleep, and you won't even notice anything but a better computer when you wake up, because it basically stacks all your files together. So if a game's file gets lost or put in a different location, it'll find it and it'll fix it, and it really does help. So I suggest you do that. And now we're definitely coming on the end of the mission. This is where they're all going to be bombarding you. So you just want to get all your Marines basically around the wall you make, and you want to get your SCVs over there healing and continuing to build the wall for the last 3 minutes. That's basically the hardest part in this campaign. Until then, it's just letting you turtle, and this is the only time you're in risk of losing, but you should be fine as long as you follow my strategy. You definitely don't even need this many Marines. I have 132 units, probably 3/4 of them are Marines. So I have about 70 Marines, something like that. and you definitely don't even need that many. You could probably handle the rest of this mission with about 30 Marines, just because of the wall. It just depends on your wall strength and your structures. They're gonna try distracting you, bringing your Marines back and forth. And see, those turrets really help. You definitely want to build turrets, because those mutalisks, they're gonna give you a hard time if they get into your base. So I'm just blasting those mutalisks out of the air, setting my Marines up, and that's pretty much the game. That's pretty much the mission. And so I want to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something, or helped you through the mission. And I hope you continue to watch, and continue to watch my next episode, my next part in the walkthrough. But this is part 3, doing the mission Day 0. I think that's the name of it. And yeah, that's it. I'll let you guys watch the rest of it. It's pretty intense.
Just hold on. Cavalry's on the way.
Yeah.
No rush.
All right. I'll see you guys later. If you're feeling cool today, go ahead and rate and comment. It really helps out. Really, it's appreciated. But it's up to you. Peace out. See ya.
Cavalry's arrived. Anyone still alive down there?
Good to see you, Matt. Welcome to the party.
Glad we made it in time, sir. Now let's get you boys out of there.